Hello students, welcome to LODLC lecture series on MKC 309 Management Theory, study section 12. The title of today's topic is Management Science in Nigeria. Introduction. Management practice in Nigeria is an imported phenomenon, that is why it has to be treated towards the tail end of this course. You might want to create this with the adage that says that charity begins at home, but I submit that this is the best place to treat this study section. This study section explains to you the emergence of management practice in Nigeria. It traces history to its global emergence in Western Europe. The roles of management in Nigerian situation will be covered in this study section, as well as Nigerian attitude to work. Outline of study section 12. When you have studied this section, you should be able to 1. Explain the growth and roles of management in Nigeria. 2. Discuss the relevance of management theory in Nigeria. 3. Analyze Nigerian attitude to work. The growth of management in Nigeria. To properly situate the growth of management in Nigeria involves a brief discussion of management post-World War II in Western Europe. There is also the need to take a cursory look at the history of industrialization in Nigeria. After the World War II, management became a crucial factor in economic and social development. According to Druckard, savings and capital investment do not produce management and economic development with its savings and capital investment. Two other things you need to understand in relation to management in post-World War II and its growth in developing countries, of which Nigeria are. 1. After World War II, its management and managers in most developing countries was not proceeding fast enough to generate adequate development. 2. It also became clear that it was not known how to transfer the knowledge of management, its discipline, its visions, and its values to new and different societies and cultures. One of the most effective mechanisms in which management competency can be channeled into developing countries is through multinational corporations, even though proved ambiguous and controversial. Multinational corporations are companies that were making and selling goods and services across many countries. Multinational corporations brought about some difficulties and problems. This is because the multinational are mere international agents. They are for the most part coordinating or research organizations rather than actors and performers. The existence of multinational subsidiaries in the newly independent countries such as Nigeria created a situation in which these countries quickly developed a need for rapid industrialization and development. This led to the employment of foreign management experts to act as consultants on the techniques, practices, methods, and procedures used by business organizations in the West. Industrialization in Nigeria. Ainobi 2000 explains the entire period of Nigerian industrial development and came up with the 5 phases. The first phase is the pre-colonial period. The pre-colonial period and the earlier colonial period marked by economic stagnation. Economic activities were restricted to the production of subsistence goods for local consumption. Then we have the period between the 1900 and 1949, a period of pronounced economic expansion stimulated by agricultural export. Then the third phase of industrialization in Nigeria is the period between 1950 to 1965, a period of renewed economic expansion. Large-scale production industry started with initiation coming from metropolitan states, that is Britain. Then the next phase of industrialization in Nigeria is the Civil War period to the period of oil boom, that is between 1967 and 1980. While the last phase of industrialization in Nigeria is the industrial planning and the state. At this phase, many factors geared the movement from subsistence to cash crops, and commercialization of agricultural products. Roles of management in Nigeria. According to Ejiofor 1987, managers play a vital role in the economic and social development of the present-day Nigeria. He listed these roles as 1. Effecting a smooth changeover from a foreign to an indigenous economy. 2. Maintenance of the steady state of organization. 3. Pioneering innovation of managing the environment. And lastly, accelerating the growth of the Nigerian economy. The problems of management in Nigeria. The question to ask here is whether it is possible to transfer Western management philosophy to Nigeria. It is becoming widely accepted among social scientists that the patterns of management and employee behavior in the workplace are largely culture-bound. That is, there is no culture-free context of management principles. Once you realize that management philosophy is culture-bound, it means there are certain problems that may militate against the transfer of Western management philosophy to Nigeria. Factors affecting transfer of Western management philosophy to Nigeria. These factors include 1. The nature of African culture. 2. Inability to change attitude. 3. Inability to effect adaptation. 4. Effects of colonialism and neo-colonialism. 5. Ethnicity and use of ethnic languages. And lastly, weaknesses of management training institutes. Pitfall of manpower development efforts in Nigeria. 6 pitfall of the manpower efforts that affected indigenization in Nigeria are 1. The problem of planning without facts, that is, inadequate supply of manpower statistics. 2. Top level concentration of effort. The country's manpower training effort is lopsided in favor of management, that is, little effort is devoted to junior or intermediate level. Another pitfall of manpower efforts that affects indigenization in Nigeria is a leveling down policy. Some educationally advanced states did not have universities, while some that have cannot find students who enroll, suggests that this policy of leveling down policy was being pursued. A leveling down policy slows down the pace of manpower build-up. Then another pitfall of manpower development efforts in Nigeria is following the path of least resistance. Thus, the third national plan's criticism of vocational education applies equally to institutions, namely that courses continue to be established or expanded not in response to any known demand, but due to the ease with which such courses could be mounted. Then another pitfall is the protection of educational cartels. And lastly, we have imbalance in manpower and financial support. The Nigerian work attitude. Work attitude is the predisposition to work arising from concepts, beliefs, feelings, habits, and motives. Work attitude can be positive or negative. Nigerian workers was considered a target worker who could cease to work as soon as he or she could not get enough to feed and clothe himself. Ejiofor listed some factors influencing the attitude of Nigerians toward work. They came up with 5 factors, which are 1. Historical factors. Nigerians traditionally valued hard work. The traditional work system was based on the dignity of labor, even though some foreign philosophies were introduced, such as a review system, philosophical orientation, and differences in organizational arrangement. Then the second factor is socio-cultural factors. also affect work attitude in that the worker sees himself as working for the members of the extended family rather than his nuclear family. Secondly, other issues such as favoritism, loyalty, nepotism, bribery, corruption, and other undue influences can manifest itself. Then we also have economic factors. When a worker sees his job as the main instrument through which he can achieve his personal objectives, work attitude becomes positively affected. Then we have political factors. The spirit of nationalism enables the Nigerian workers to execute its functions and efficiently, but today nationalism has been replaced by such negative factors such as ethnocentrism, etc. Then lastly, we have infrastructural factors. Another factors that affect the Nigerian attitude to work can be referred to as infrastructural factors. Good communication, network, transport facilities, regular supply of electricity and water led to high morale, commitment and productivity. But it is a known fact that these things hardly work in Nigeria. Thank you for listening. We have come to the end of today's class. Hope to see you in the next class. Have a good day. Thank you.